does that bar keep disappearing?
The spirit keeps glancing back. But how can I help? If I knew the way, I'd shout until every god. The chronicler puts his head in his hands, collapsing in silent defeat.
I'll show you. Low-half boys are no match for Manchesters. Take that!
Where did we leave off?
History will remember you, Reg, with more venom than even the Black Ring.
History? History is written by victors. Do not doubt our divine order will prevail. I'll show you. Low-half boys are no match for Manchesters. Take that!
History will remember you, Reg, with more venom than even the Black Ring.
History? History is written by victors. Do not doubt our divine order will prevail. I'll show you. Low-half boys are no match for Manchesters. Take that! You dare strike me? Step back at once.
History will remember you, Reg, with more venom than even the Black Ring.
History? History is written by victors. Do not doubt our divine order will prevail. I'll show you. Low-half boys are no match for Manchesters. Take that!
Oblivious to your presence, the dwarf turns to you, a quizzical look in his bright eyes.
Not to flip your flops or nothing, but 'tis more that my boss Lohar is against magisters than for sorcerers, if you know what I mean.
The Magister snorts in disdain.
Loha, I should have known. Sorcerer, if you want to stay alive around these parts, you'll stay far, far away.
The dwarf eyes you steadily and silently, his mouth a straight line and his eyes like marbles of steel. The Magister shrugs.
Well, if I knew that, we'd have taken him out long ago. All I can say...
History will remember you, Reg, with more venom than even the Black Ring.
History? History is written by victors. Do not doubt our divine order will prevail.
You ever think about running off?
innocent. Killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void. Nah. Taken too early. All you have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns.
Well, never you mind. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. Fame, notoriety, neither, or both. The thing about a good poem is that it wigs well, my friend. If you tire of the...
If it bit you on the arse.
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And that. Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smoke.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents
Bottoms up. It's a sad story about a lover who left me out cold. Name's mind your business. Can you just... Cheers to you.
Her gaze swivels around.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Another. What do you mean? These are changing times or whatever.
She raises a glass and glances at yours on the bar.
The changing times. Psh, give me one good reason.
She dumps a heavy arm around your shoulder and pulls you in close, her breath hot and sour in your face.
Look at this. This is my story.
She shows you the 2 swollen, angry red welts on the underside of her arm. She slaps them without finesse, making herself wince, and stares at you intensely.
I know how to make it better. I can fix it, all of it. I'll tell you.
She jerks her arm away from you and gazes lovingly at the welts. She doesn't look...
There's this woman. I'm not crazy. And if she kisses you, she can change you. She's
Interesting.
downstairs. And now I'm different. It's in her lips. It's in the magic. I changed the right way. And then, I think now I'll be fine. You understand how, sometimes you just want to be fine. Hey, Rudy, this guy says he's doing fine. Ah,
Sounds like a
what
succubus.
Not all of us are... Excuse me. The ale will always...
Another sorcerer on the loose. I knew they should have cut off the Meister's head and burned the rest. Gotta make sure it don't grow back.
Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine? We wait, we wonder and wonder, seeking signs from the gods.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and crinkle.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. You and my Niles would get along. Nice to see an unfamiliar face. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. A deviant? But what do you mean? Tell me what you saw.
Prudence takes up a clean glass and starts to polish it with her...
Told him the Divine punished him for that nonsense if he kept it up. Told him and told him and told him till he couldn't see straight.
So she knew about it.
I should have told him so hard he'd never get back up.
She turns away from you and continues polishing the glass, eyes darting...
Nothing.
The cook acknowledges you with a small bow, an oddly formal gesture given the surroundings.
Stew is good, if you're thinking of it.
Please, sir, you should not be back here. It's not safe. They can inflict pain all the same. Please, I must insist that you...
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Well, I look forward to beating the shite out of you then. Bye now. Till later.
Connie Gregor. It's Connor McGregor.
We wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods.
Finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please.
Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day.
After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed.
Tell me, how are you in, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be my mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of...
It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I can't tell you how thorough...
Who gains the title Most Divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs.
Where's this
from the
arena? I'm
gods.
ready to beat people up. That's a hidden.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw him in.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
The town is poor, but
You're willing to
this
risk
room
Fort
A
Joy
weathered
for
woman
one
in a
night
dirty
with
sea
lizard?
captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to
Then
herself.
you're an idiot.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings. Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear...
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop!
Do you want me to kill you?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk
You've got a
Fort
pick
Joy
and you
for
can
one
trust.
night with a
Who
lizard?
rings the bell?
you got that right, Hilga.
Then you're an
You
idiot.
got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
It's a
You're
shame,
willing
it
to risk
is.
Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
An absolute
Then you're
shame.
an idiot.
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. But I hope they round up them sorcerers.
You said it, Hilga. You're a...
Yeah? What do you want? Yeah, right. I'm too busy right now to arrest you. But before you go, perhaps you can help us settle an argument. Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. And Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
You've got a pick and you can trust.
They look at you expectantly.
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander...
Thatcher looks victorious. Eden looks at...
You're as bad as she is. Get lost.
Eden turns back to her drink.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
She tips you a wink, then turns away.
Who rings the bell?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
You're willing to risk Fort
The
Joy
chest
for one
won't
night
open.
with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Who rings the bell?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
You've got a pick and you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
You can trust me. I can see a silver.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
And you can't be too careful, you know?
Then you're an
If
idiot.
All right about that. Right as rain.
Oh, I see another chest. Hey.
Curiosity kills the cat,
Yeah,
or gets it sent to
just saw
Fort
the
Joy.
phone was ringing because I was playing my game. Yeah, I can get some damn. Yeah.
Maddie left. We're getting gas. Heading to her neighbor's
Yeah, one last sleep. I said, yeah, one last sleep. Man, what time's your flight? Ooh. So you'll be here like right after I leave work then, probably.
What the devil are you staring at?
Your beard,
Never
my
mind.
lord. It seems less lush somehow.
You'll be home as if you went
It's
to work.
as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Yes, my lord.
Right. Well, that'll be good. No, nothing today.
Then you're an idiot.
Yeah. Well, I hope. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Look out.
Now is not the time for a bath. Now is not the time for a bath.
Yeah, okay. You want the variety box with more regulars? Okay, because I know they come in different varieties.
Why do you shiver, sir? This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Yeah, not in many lights.
Quite
'cause
so,
you
my
don't-
lord,
you don't
quite so.
use them.
The atmosphere in here is spooky.
Spooky? Pull yourself together, man. Or should I check the cupboards for ogres?
Monday night, unless you
That's quite all right,
Oh, I
my
haven't
lord.
gone grocery shopping again. Right. I'm not sure what there is needed because all your stuff. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I bought groceries and then your stuff hasn't been used. Yeah, I don't think you'll need to go on Monday because I know I have enough. And I bought everything for you and then you had to leave, so your stuff is stocked up.
snack live you when we get to the house later.
Okay.
So my mom can see the dogs.
Alright. other. They're thriving.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of stew?
Absolutely not. The coffers, man. The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
Oh, that's the Marine Bank.
Yes, of course. Of course, my lord.
No, wait, I think that's the reception. Yeah. Yeah. We're passing by where the reception's gonna be. Oh, that's a big courtyard. I think they're gonna put, because we have so many people, they're gonna put some tables in that courtyard just so there's
Doesn't this room strike you as eerie? But, of course, I should hold my tongue and stand guard. All's well. Better watch yourself, lad. Got greedy eyes on you. Sets me on edge.
Here now. Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir? When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see.
Yeah.
Because I just like so, and then like I can't even. It was just a lot, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, me and Maddie and Logan went out. We went out to OB's for. They said something about being like. There was karaoke or something for Uncle Tony. I don't know. Something at OB's, and we went. There was nothing, but we all had a shot for him. And then we went to Frosty Factory. And then Logan ditched us because he wanted to go. Oh, okay. My mom's calling me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Me too. Bye. So, it's a dagger. I don't have anybody using daggers. He needs to keep a knife so he can make another mass. How many resurrection scrolls do I have currently? Ian's got 5. I have 3, so that's plenty.
He squints at you and laughs. Looking closer, you see the man is wearing a very obvious fake beard. Behind the atrocious fox hair, you recognize the mischievous twinkling eyes of a lone wolf, Callow.
Ifan, forgive my style. I look a right pickled pepper pot, don't I? Funny. So funny. Oh, nice job on Alexander, by the way. That'll net you a pretty penny, I'd wager. Oh, we all knew you got the contract, so when news arrived about his, untimely passing, I put 2 and 2 together. I may not be as sharp as your claws, but I'm no dolt. So what next? Grapevine says you know the whereabouts of more Godwoken. Guess you'll be taking them on over Roost's way, eh? Camped out at an abandoned sawmill not too far from here.
Baron hunkers down and sketches a rough map from your present location on the floor using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of threads pulled up from the carpet.
Suppose you'd best get moving, huh? And I'd best get back to living the no-thrills barred life of this chump.
Baron laughs and swats you away.
Hear that? Roost's camped out at the sawmill.
So, Roost is at a sawmill. Let's pay him a visit, shall we?
She smiles. Her eyes a dark pool.
Must be an awful lot of fun toys to be had at a sawmill.
What the devil are you staring at? Train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
I know those people all get in trouble for pickpocketing
You're willing
that.
to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an
And
idiot.
how do you want me to
Who rings the bell?
end the, are you mad? No, you're not mad, and I can't just kill you.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga.
Curiosity kills the cat. Forget
Who
the
rings the
sense
bell?
of Fort Joy.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
You can't be too careful.
Then you're an
If
idiot.
I can get Alexander, then get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Hard port. Can't you hear the bells are ringing?
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain.
Hard port. Can't you hear the bells are ringing? Take the wheel, Captain. Take the wheel. Rocks ahead, Captain. Do you hear me?
Get out of here.
The ghostly seaman rings his bell, his hate directed at his captain. He turns to you.
Spoke to the lady captain, didn't you? I seen you cozying up. Are you her man, or sail you with us?
And you can't be too careful, you know.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one one night with a lizard.
You're right about that.
Then
Right as
you're an
rain.
idiot.
Then you won't sail with her. She ran the ship upon the rocks, although I rang the bell. That light weren't no lighthouse. I rang the bell in warning, and she ran the ship upon the rocks. You ran the ship upon the rocks, Captain, and all the crew were drowned. I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rock.
Ugh.
His lip curls over his blackened teeth, and with his smile, you know you've lost the argument.
Rocks ahead, Captain.
The bell rings. She babbles breathlessly.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. But I saw the lighthouse. I saw the light. The lookout rang the bell, but I thought that he was wrong. I steered for... It rings now still, please.
She buries her head in her hand.
Make it.
The ghostly seaman rings.
Captain Abelweather.
He turns back towards...
Rocks ahead,
The bell rings.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
It's not what I wanted.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night
You've
with
got
a
a pick
lizard.
you can trust.
Rocks ahead, Captain.
Then you're an
Do you hear me?
You got that right, Hilga. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust
Hard
me.
port.
I can see a
Can't you hear the bells are ringing?
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
Take the wheel, Captain. Take the
You're
wheel.
right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Take the wheel, Captain. Take the wheel.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy
Rocks
for
ahead,
one night with a
Captain.
lizard.
Do you hear me?
Then you're an idiot.
Rocks ahead, Captain. Do you hear me?
Well, I found out the reason, but I don't have enough persuasion to persuade him to buzz off.
Rocks ahead, Captain. Do you hear me?
Curiosity kills the cat,
You've got a
or
pick
gets
you
it
can
sent to
trust.
Fort Joy.
You got that right, Hilga.
You're willing to
got that
risk
right.
Fort Joy for
Hard
one night
port.
with a lizard.
Can't you hear the bells are ringing?
I can see a
Then you're
soldier
an
from a
idiot.
mile away.
The bell
You
rings
can't
a
be too
warning and the
careful,
tide is
you
on the
know?
turn.
If they can get Alexander...
Rocks ahead, Captain. Do you hear me?
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Take the wheel, Captain.
She
Take the
babbles
wheel.
breathlessly on.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the...
Hard port.
A ghostly seaman stares.
Do you bone sail with her, or are you with us?
Sent to Fort Joy.
Then you won't sail with her. You ran the ship upon the rocks, Captain, and all the crew were drowned. I'm doing my duty here, I am. And I'm on duty here. There are...
He blinks once, twice. A single. He raises a finger to his temple.
Now,
At last.
what? He has no persuasion. One persuasion. I have 2 persuasion, and I needed 3 persuasion. That just makes no sense.
Right, Hilga.
She babbles breathlessly on.
Our ears are still a-ringing, and I have you to thank for it. That accursed bell lies with the peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. My compass lies there too.
Then you're an idiot.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
The compass surely lies on the bottom, near where the ship... Let me mark your chart. But you be warned. Stay off the wreck itself. Let her lie as a monument to her dead crew, and as test...
She goes white as
You've got no call to go looking for no cargo. Far as anyone's concerned, we sailed with an empty hold, and if there's anything left to south, heed me. Leave the cargo of the pe...
She turns away.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
I Let's get out of here. I've heard enough of these people babbling on. So, how many spells do we have?
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
To hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
That would actually be a good one to have.
What can I get you, my dwarven friend? Stop peering over my shoulder. I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I know I have an extra fireball. That's supernova. Fireball scroll.
Menu simple. Eat or drink or both. Telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny?
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I?
Rotted in your death for. What's even the point?
My friend, for Alexander the Innocent,
Bit you on the arse.
killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void.
this damn work and nothing to show for it. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? All this damn work and nothing to show for it. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? Come on, damn you. Think. That's no good. All this damn work and nothing to show for it. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
I should make her arrow third so that way I can also have an additional person healing. Because she's a tank. Extra memory slot for the extra arrow third healing spell whenever I find it.
Who would do this? I'm approaching this the wrong way. I must wait. Useless. Bloody useless. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? They were right about me. I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? Come on, lives are at stake. That's no good. It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something. That's no good. Come on, damn you. Think. No rest. No rest until the killer is found.
Don't expect no small portions. Same size and price for everyone.
All this damn work and nothing to show for it. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? Come on, damn you. Think. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? Who would do this? Right about me. I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point? It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something. I'm approaching this the wrong way. I must be. Useless. Bloody useless. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
We wander and wonder, seeking signs of the gods.
Hold it. Papa no no, you no go.
He grins.
Loha didn't tell me to let any walking scarecrow in, so why should I?
He grabs your hand eagerly and laughs as you execute the finicky end.
You're the right sort for downstairs and no mistake. On you go, on in.
What's this? I found something.
A fresh face and a pretty little Ifan Ben Mazd as I live and breathe. I didn't think I'd see you back in Driftwood again. No, no, don't tell me. If I don't know the story, I won't have to lie about it later.
You got that right.
She reaches out to pinch your cheek and gives you an exaggerated wink.
So what's your poison, Governor? A sip or a smoke? Aye, so it is. But not just further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are always on the lookout for an edge. I give them that edge. You could say that my darling herbs flower. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom?
I don't think I follow you there. What are you after, exactly? I think I do, yes. All sounds mighty reprehensible to me, Governor. Why on earth would I do such a thing? You can say what you will, Governor, but you ain't convincing...
Hail, such a striking man.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain with those I deem deserving. Are you worthy of my gift? Handsome. I must consider your merits before I answer your questions. Why, I wouldn't tease you with a gift I could never offer. You don't think me... Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. So, tell me, are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? I can't. Not yet. First, you must look into my ring and tell me what you see there. Until later.
I have to be right back. Don't go anywhere. Just need to go to the bathroom. What should we do with this person?
Mercy, mercy. Hail, delicate beauty.
She draws close.
Are you worthy of my gift? Indeed. This is Are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? I see the questions scurrying through your head. It's worrying too. You have a need. Gaze into the gem, my lovely.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of... On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
Yes. I see you clearly. It is immortality you desire, as, in return, I ask for a kiss. Most delicious. The seven protect me.
Watch him fight. Watch him. See that? Right in the kisser. Doesn't
The tigers fly, the leopards lie, and you, oh, but I know you, don't I? I have seen you in the night, a lone man in a wicked fog. Just a dream, of course, just a dream.
Her lips pout, but otherwise...
I waited, yet you never... As you wish.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that...
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet
you draw closer and close, yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her...
I can't give you endless life. Instead, take this phoenix idol. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment. Oh, honey. You look so nonplussed.
She kisses her forefinger, then presses...
Now go. Mercy, mercy.
Whose turn is it? Is it my turn? confused. Why did you guys all run up here?
Talk, you traitor!
We don't want to I'll yield to none.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Marla's one of us.
Not no more, she ain't. Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking. Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor!
Of course I don't have fire
You really ticking me off, Marla. Not no more, she ain't.
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking. Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor!
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Easy. Marla's one of us.
Not no more, she ain't.
Okay, can I throw a grenade then?
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking.
Talk, you traitor! You really ticking me off, Marla.
Marla's one of us.
Not no more, she ain't.
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you?
What do you want? Boss is busy.
Loha, you've been living under a boulder. Stick around long enough and you will. Listen up. Don't waste his time.
Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor!
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Marla's one of us.
Not no more, she ain't.
You're one of us, ain't you?
Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking. Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you you traitor!
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Easy. Marla's one of us.
Not no more she ain't.
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking. Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor!
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
That's easy. Marla's one of us.
Not no more she ain't.
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
Maybe I ought to take a finger or two. Don't you think, boss?
That ought to get her talking. Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor!
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
That was an easier fight than I anticipated.
Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor!
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Barnt, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here.
We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into a garish, open-mouthed grin.
Brave lad, waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me.
Tell the truth now. Who was he that sent you?
Family matter. She's one of mine, acting like her brains are scrambled though. Came after me with a knife. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knife.
What do you think was...
So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? Why not? Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? Alder's been telling us all kinds of this and that about Godwoken. Haven't seen any evidence of them myself. So no, I'm not convinced. That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eyes. Look,
You know, the Order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken's still lurking, though. And they're still hauling folks off to the joy. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you? Ah, I should have guessed. I could help you. But last I heard, you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the hurts would I help a worm like that?
No drink sponsorships, just plain old water. You know?
an unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Right. I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can do for me.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got... That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment
Oh my
either.
god, it's so
Something's
cute.
going on. Wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent ya, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see ya. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of them. Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
Working for the DO, I bet.
Down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some fight in ya. Just may interest our current champion, Murga. She'll want to talk with you herself before she'll assent to any challenge. Watch your words, mind. She takes against you, there'll be no talking yourself into her good graces again. On your way, then.
Did you know our arena champion's a bloody cheat, stranger? Murga tripped me and bit off my earlobe before the fight had even started.
Constitution, Arrow Third, Lore Master. Constitution, air resistance, immunity to stunned. Might as well just keep that on because she's already a tank. I don't need Arrow Thurge really on her.
Watch out for Murga, stranger. She's a formidable fighter, our dear arena champion, and not one to suffer fools lately.
Good who in their right mind would keep a
Must be one strong force field keeping it inside.
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged void-woken. She exudes a powerful air of menace and an even more powerful odor of old sweat and dried blood. She spies you and glowers.
More fodder for the arena. Let Murga the
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you. She glimmers in and out of view, merging with the shadows. In an instant, you are pinioned by the very move you attempted.
You need to practice more, dear. Try some pull-ups before you even think. I bested that void-woken below us, you know. Dragged that scaly lump down there with my own 2 hands. So, since you can't hope to beat... based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps. The lion judges not the cute. Takes a whole lot more go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you up for a challenge. Then...
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hoses, levers and slots.
Quite a beauty, ain't she, Governor? First, you come to me and you buy yourself some Drudnay. That's always step 1. Next, you put some... Now, all you gotta do is suckle the right mouth... Oh, and by the by, come talk to me if... Right, good to see you again, Governor. Just say the word, Governor. What are you after? No problem. In return for a reasonable donation, that...
Effie digs all kinds of outlandish herbs from out of the depths.
Much obliged, Governor. And here's your blend.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with...
Kids at war.
7 save me. This leaf is strong.
Good to meet you, Governor. Just say the word, Governor. What are you after? No problem. In return for a...
Effie digs all kinds...
Much obliged,
Smoke billows from this...
Oh, 7 save me. This leaf is strong.
figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her challenge, do you? Alright, just make sure to keep the... In any case, you're in for a treat, laddie. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming along with you?
Oh, shite. This is gonna freaking suck. Oh. Why would you do that, you idiot? Freaking dead, dude. Oh shit. person sitting there.
Prepare yourself.
She lifts your blindfold and nudges your nose with her own, laughing.
Nice to see the cub has some claws. You drew blood. Enough to know you're alive. And you proved yourself against my little challenge. So come on, show me I'm alive.
She winks over her shoulder at you and then disappears.
Nice show out there. Oh, this'll be a scotcher. Who you taking along? You only get this one chance, so keep your wits about you.
You're a laugh if you think I'd fight her by myself as a ranger. How many times does she get to move? walk away from her, you idiot.
I'll yield to none.
Ugh, you can't get her away fast enough.
Sorceress. Caged like... Murga blanches, jaw hardening as she steps backwards. It could be just a trick of the light, but it certainly looks like she's trembling with fear.
This is bad news, Cupcake. That's the spirit. You go ahead and soften him up for me. Hop 2.
Flickering and glimmering in and out of sight in the gloom, Murga winks at you and then disappears.
What a...
Just like last time, she runs to her little ickle fading.
glee, then catches himself and clears his throat. He bows before you.
As you should.
Extraordinary, son, just extraordinary. The spirit of the One has yet to settle, but it hovers near. It knows your great feat. I feel the glow. Ain't just praise you're earning, though. Giving you this key, too. It's an arena champ tradition. Takes you to treasure, it does. And only a champ can survive that journey.
The dwarf bellows out to all within earshot.
I proclaim thee the champion of the Driftwood Arena. Get your gloat on and take a swig of ale. Hell, take a dozen.
Thing really is clutch. Let's see. Slay them Void Wogans.
Seems I can't use that right now. No go.
It's petrified, so... I guess you can't freeze an object.
It seems I can't use that right now.
No go. Not now, at least.
No go. Not now, at least.
Seems I can't use that right now.
Okay. They all petrified? Am I gonna just have to teleport through?
Seems I can't use that right now.
Oh, I picked the wrong person.
No go. Not now, at least.
Garbage. This won't be of any use.
good axe.
Quite good to see you again, Governor. Heard you're the new champion. Well done, I say. Take all the time. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor.
The seven protect me.
Is that gonna consume the source orb? Let me check.
Kids at war. The seven protect me.
Where's this key go?
She spits 3 bloody teeth out onto the floor beside your feet.
I truly didn't think you'd have that much fight in you. I'll win my title back, I will. But first...
Oh,
Just
right.
when I think this land holds still. At least this is an interesting variation on Dismal. What would I do? Oh, dear heart. It is not a question of would. It is a question of what will I. It is only fitting after all. You worshipped the Eternals as gods. Why not follow one as divine? Yes. And how is that work? Perhaps if your precious Lucian had been a little less mortal, you would still have a divine, and the Voidwoken would... Honestly, you turn your back for just a few millennia, and the world goes to stink. The Lady Armadia has laid out the plight of the world, and it is a grave responsibility.
Am I not in lizard form right now? I'm just undead with a giant thing on my head.
Right good to see you again, Governor. Heard you're the new champion. Well done, I say.
She spits 3...
I truly...
What do I do with this?
The Seven protect me.
we'll shelf that. My. Somebody, your brother got up and all of a sudden it left you off kilter, eh?
You want an engraved invitation every time? A most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the foe. Taken too early, all hope destroyed.
Useless. Bloody useless. Might as well have rotted in the death fog.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf...
What? Why do you sneak up on me? Don't you know how dangerous that is, the way things are? Show some sense and hold your tongue. People are on edge as it is, without newcomers looking for trouble. My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me. 3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it. He might be a greedy little junk peddler and a sorcerer to boot, but hardly capable of seizing Magisters. That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit could easily conceal themselves amongst them. I have to keep investigating, keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. I served the Magisters for years, with utter loyalty, but they banished all but humans from their ranks. I won't abandon them, though. They still need me. What? I serve with utter loyalty now and forever. Now get away from me and... They were right about me. I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
This must be the place Loha mentioned. It looks unassuming enough.
Oh, no, that's useless. I mean, it's not useless, but I'm not gonna use a skill point for that. Let's see what happens.
It won't budge.
The cat stares up at you. Its midnight black pupils are too prominent for you to discern the colour.
8 lives already gone, but I'd gladly lose the last if you can throw me a fish. One of those smelly kind. But I need 'em. So yummy. They taste like shadows and spoiled cream and turn the air dark. Ah, it feels so beautiful against my fur. Like being...
The cat eats the fish in a few seconds' time, then looks up at you and gives a groggy meow.
Maybe I should stick to the good stuff for a while. But I'll miss the shadow.
He pokes his nose at your map, leaving a wet spot.
I think you'll find something interesting there. Found me some goodies during...
Well, ain't you a tall drink at all, Ness? What can I do for you, honey?
She fluffs them and coos.
You're so very, very sweet to notice, honey. Ain't easy keeping him so nice in a dusty town like... Sure, why not? Not all of them hatch, you know. And between you and me, honey, go on and scoot them.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Peckish? If it is, it's only a little funny, but you...
reckon there's no one left to care that Damien died.
Oh, there's definitely a battle going on over here. What are they doing? Are they making a tainted fish factory? We're gonna have to put an end to that.
Useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death.
If I teleport her, it'll start a fight. Let me just talk to her.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. She calmly opens her left eye.
What do you want? Nice quiet spot for a dwarf.
The dwarf unfolds her arms and shoots to her.
All right, human. Right, glad Lohar ain't left us here to whip. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon. Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mordus has been up to. Probably got all sorts of tricks for covering his tracks, but the good that weird priest's been hanging around Lohar for ages. Now he's vanished. Those half-wits below will know more. Get to it then.
If we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours.
What's this?
I
found something.
By your own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck as a dude to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
There we go.
Finally.
Door's opening.
By Duna's dagger. You here to free us or kill us?
Why is she carrying a pillow?
You're not getting an answer till you keep your hands free of wands and such.
Good to see you'd rather flap your lips. We're here looking for a slippery snake called Mordus.
Only thing we managed were to close that door behind us and get us stuck. Supposed to be another door out there, but never could find it.
Ain't no telling where that priest went off to. Started acting all funny not so long ago, then flew the coop. Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lohar and the rest, you know. But then he'd start looking all sickly and run off for a day or two. Then some stranger tried taking old Lohar down, but got himself caught and tied up. Ain't no coincidence Mordus went hanging around then.
She taps a finger against her.
A woman knows things. Nothing's getting best we head off then. We...
kitchen pot.
Careful. I spotted a trap. Well, this won't do. If I can get stuck, then I can get unstuck. Lohar will want to know of this.
The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. Scratches and fissures deface its exterior. You run your hands along the exterior until your fingers graze the button noted in the schematic. There's no mistaking the sound of stone chafing stone.
I'm Alexander. You're the sorcerer.
Hope you don't go blind after all that.
Better get out there before Maldus makes it all the way past Arks. All right?
Think those fingers of yours will ever heal?
Don't insult me. I would, but if you find out who did it, shake their hand for me. That's right. Lost one of my best lads, Anhar. Didn't get Charlie's body back, though. Maybe one of them beasts took her like they did the sorcerers. That's... well, I reckon that's good news. Poor thing. She'll be back in time. She and Anhar were sweethearts. We will, once the Reds turn down the alarm a bit. Bloody lad. Flapping his gums in the next life, too. That's another little venture of ours. Don't concern you, though. Whatever needs doing. Better get out there before Maldus makes it. I asked you for a man, not a note.
He takes the letter from your hands and reads it quickly, face hardening with anger.
Bloody goddamn spit-sucking weasel!
This is bad. Not just for me and mine. Not just for you and yours. This is bad. For hell if I know, but it don't sound good. Seems as though Mordus wasn't mine after all. Trouble is, I don't know. Of course. That's why listen up. I need your help. We all do. Mordus has his hands on something dangerous. Something I was trying to protect us from. Not just my folks. The whole... Look, me and mine, we move classified cargo. Take it right off Magister ships and put... Trouble is, we came across something no one ought to have. Not the Magisters, not my folks, not the gods themselves. I ordered it to be destroyed. I guess Mordus... That can't happen. The less you know, the better. My people had an operation up in the caves outside town. Good access to... Haven't heard from them in a couple of days now. I thought maybe we'd lost the messengers. I bet my lucky left foot Mordus is in the cave. You gotta get to him before he... Pray to whoever you pray to that it ain't too late. Finally, someone give me a map. I don't want to know what'll happen if he gets what he...
Keeping it together, Bree?
Oh, I'm always the sorcerer.
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him.
You can't just charge in here and ransack my business.
There's a murder on the loose, and you're thinking about your business.
I have rights. You've no authority to storm in here like this.
We have the authority of 4 missing Magisters. And if we suspect you're hiding their killer, we'll throw you in the damn void woken.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist. He tries to ignore your presence.
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with Magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want? Fish. This is a fish factory. I'm shipping fish to Arks. Now, please, there's the door. I said, when you've been in business as long as I have, you learn that there's a market for everything.
A dark shadow passes across his face.
Sometimes it finds you. That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect. An excellent point. Well made. The answer to your question is, unsurprisingly, a man in a house. A man in a house buys all the void-tainted fish I can send him.
That dark shadow crosses his face once more. He shivers.
Not that I've ever met the man. Not sure I want to, if I'm honest. Absolutely not. I don't give away sensitive information like that. That really is enough now. If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a bath.
If I ever go to Arx, I'm staying away from this black house.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it. You be careful now. What's under there smells...
The dwarf peers at an expertly dissected fish, gently poking its innards with his knife.
Fascinating. Oh, my. What do you want? I'm gutting fish. What else? Nothing wrong with taking pride in your work.
The dwarf grimaces and points the tip of his knife.
Whatever's wrong with these fish is causing a lot of hardship for a lot of folk. I want to figure out what's happening to them. See if there's anything that can be done. Yes, as it happens, I need to see the effects of eating these fish firsthand, if you understand me. Do as I ask, and you'll be amply rewarded, I guarantee you. Wonderful. Now, there's 3 samples that I wish to learn more about. Care to choose?
The fish instantly churns your insides. You double over in pain. A sudden vivid sensation of floating in darkness assails you. The dwarf suddenly drifts back into view.
How do you feel?
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the dwarf's boots. He doesn't even look displeased.
I see. Well, I'm sure it was nothing but a side effect of the fish. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you. I owe you a great debt.
The dwarf puffs up his chest and proudly...
The fish is indeed malignant. Humans are affected by it in the same manner as other species. Thank you, but no. I can only allow for one specimen per volunteer. Or my find the fish you ate is known as yellow ridgeback. Quite a cunning breed, often used in concoctions to increase alertness. But who is to say how such a creature might alter an alertness mixture?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Seek out somewhere that peddles alertness herb mixes. Adding these unique ridgebacks might make quite the impact. So, now my work must continue.
The dwarf peers at...
Fascinating. Oh, my. I mean, no. I'm gutting. Nothing wrong with taking... What is it? I'm going to wind up out of my ear if they think I'm...
With a small grin.
Indeed I am. They can close our schools, but they can't take plenty. These tainted fish are causing a lot of hardship. Yes, as it happens. I do as I ask, and you... Wonderful. Now,
The fish instantly churns your insides. A sudden vivid scent. The dwarf suddenly drifts back into...
How do you
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the dwarf's boot.
I'm sure any discomfort will pass shortly. Besides,
The dwarf puffs up...
the fish is indeed malignant. Lizards are affected by it in the same manner as other species. Ah, yes. Of course, of course. The fish you ate is known as crimson bream. Quite a fast, vicious breed. It's often used in the creation of ferocity mixtures. But those use regular specimens, not this kind. Who is to say what might happen if you brood a ferocity? Seek out somewhere that peddles ferocity herb mixes. But make an addition. One of these... So, now my work must...
The stink of beer almost covers up the stink of fish.
The dwarf peers...
Fascinating. Oh, my... I mean, no, what do you...
With a small grin...
Indeed I am. They plenty. These tainted fish. Yes, as it happens. I need to do as I ask. And this
The fish instantly churns your perspective. The dwarf...
How do you...
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the dwarf's boot. He doesn't even look displeased. The dwarf leans in and peers intently at your eyes.
Spontaneous delusions. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you. I owe you a great debt.
The dwarf puffs up his chest.
The fish is indeed malignant. Elves are affected by it in the same manner as other species. Perhaps a touch more vivid in their hallucinations, but yeah, the fish. Now this finds somewhere that offers intelligence brew, so now my work must continue.
Opposite crit chance. 2 initiative. I think attacking first and losing to 4. Yeah.
kind of ruffian who can keep a secret? Fancy a good time? Head downstairs in the Blackpool Tavern. Tell the lummox blocking the way.
If any of you see so much as a
Twisher's
rat's
still the
hair
favourite.
out of place, you tell the magisters.
If I bet against him, I could win big.
Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
I miss Joe's mum.
The dog sniffs the wooden decking, like
Something's wrong. I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor. Be careful down there, mister.